Who needs a DPS class anyways? You can just keep stuff stun locked and chop it down. Hey, what's going on, Kane? How you doing? We're getting some hot zone experience right now on our Paladin. Just woke up, Planet War. Yeah, this is Planet Tactics. Yep. It's the hot zone for level 65 right now, so I figured I'd come through and try to give it a try solo. Turns out it's actually pretty easy. Hope you're doing all right this morning. I got a little bit late start. I normally like to get on pretty early on Saturdays, but I was up with that group until almost 2 a.m. last night. This zone is actually insane experience for this level. I need to do anniversary requests. I just don't feel like it this morning. Maybe I need coffee. Okay, coffee makes everything better, so that's what I'm doing right now. Get some coffee in your system. There's definitely some good stuff to knock out right now, too. Get yourself some coins so you can get some of these weapon ornaments or some of these mounts. I had to go through and get some of these crystal hammer ornaments, which is only from the anniversary. The old Planet Time hammers. Some of those rewards are really worthwhile, so. Not to mention the mount that you can get that gives you like a 3700 HP buff. Those mount buffs are actually kind of insane because you can use those on level 1 characters. And they're heirlooms. So you can literally just move them around on accounts, start a level 1 character, click them out, boom, suddenly you got 3700 HP as a level 1 character. Got the Stein and Pearl for all my tunes. Need to move on to something else, like maybe the 10. Ooh, there you go. Yeah, the Drunkard Stein, this little Stein right here, that's like a necessity at this point, in my opinion. That is the ultimate evac button for soloing. I use it on all of my characters. It saved my ass more than one occasion. I don't know how I waited so long to give Paladin a try, but this has actually been some of the most fun I've ever had leveling a character. Just the sheer amount of stunning that you can do. We already got some fabled weaponry on him, so we're good until level 70. Still don't have a Paladin Chamois only class. Never really played a Necro too. Necromancer is like another really fun class. Paladin is fun but slow. Yeah, Pally is very, very fun. It's definitely a little bit slower, but doing this stuff solo seems to make up for it. Like, yeah, I could definitely get more experience if I was with a group, but I can take this at my own pace, and it's still a really good experience here too. Just the infinite stuns. And some enemies, I can literally just keep stun locked until they die. So, that and all the self heals, this is just, it's a really good time. Out of all classes, Monk, Bard, and Pally are probably my favorite. Nice, Oder. That's actually kind of shocking. Because Bard and Pally are two of the classes I've only just very recently given a try. And they've been a really good time. I don't know why I waited so long to try them. I'm normally the type of guy that I'll play like Rogue, I'll play Warrior, I'll play Shadow Knight a whole lot. Druid, but Paladin and Bard have been two of like my most surprisingly entertaining classes to try recently. Bard is just cool. Like the Bard speed, running around, basically doing rogue stuff but faster. I play on test these days. I've played Bard and Paladin since 2002. Oh shit. You're one of the few people I know that plays on test. That's awesome. How is test server these days? Is it still pretty populated? I'll still occasionally hop over to test whenever I really want to. I want to see some of the new patch note stuff. I'll try some of the new stuff that they've updated. Or whenever I'm bored and I want to hit lockout, so I'll switch over to test. But I definitely don't main on test. One of my favorite YouTubers plays on test though. The Necromancer. He does like really cool group content. population is kind of small, but the best community I found on any game. That's impressive. I'm really happy with the community on Firiona Vie for the most part. There's only a few outliers that are just kind of shitheads. For the most part, a lot of the people I've met on Firiona Vie have been pretty nice. There's definitely the occasional shithead, though. Hey, what's going on elsewhere? How you doing? Much Paladin love? Yeah, I'm really starting to feel the love as a Paladin. I know the Necro you're referring to, but it's been a year since I've played there. Any long period of... Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, I've been playing pretty consistently since 2020 now. There's been like, you know, a couple breaks in there that have been like a month or two long, but since 2020 is really when I've been playing the most. And it's just been such a blast. Rediscovering how fun some of these classes are has been definitely one of my favorite memories of this game. How you doing elsewhere? It's been a while. It's been a couple days. Never seen you play a Beast, though. Not your thing? Oh, no, I love Beast Lord. I've got several high-level Beast Lords. I just never streamed it, because I don't really think it's that fun of a class to stream. I came back for Anniversary, and in the last few days, EverQuest 2 started a FOMO event. Dude, EverQuest 2 has been announcing some really impressive stuff lately. Like the new server that's going to let you take on heroic and raid content by yourself. I think that's such a fascinating idea. But yeah, elsewhere, I've got a 120 Beast Lord with max AAs. I've got several like 100 to 110 Beast Lords. Definitely a fun class to play. Really pleasantly surprising class, especially once like you're close to 120 and your pet is affected by those like the enhanced minion perks, and your pet basically turns into a tank. Beast Lords is a really fun class. I just don't get some of their abilities. Like some of their abilities and perks later on are like melee, like spells that you cast that do melee damage. They're just such a weird class. The only pet class I haven't given a try, like a deep try, is Magician or Mage, and that's definitely going to be something I'm changing soon. Nice. 68. Mage is amazing. Yeah, I keep hearing from people, and after seeing the statistics of like how crazy good the pets are for mages at high levels, that's going to be a fun class to try. EQ team has been making some decisions recently the community doesn't like. They were forced due to people quitting, pivot and start listening. That's what you got to do sometimes. Like, I think that's one of the situations right now with the current TLP that they announced for EverQuest 1. Seems like a lot of people are really not happy with the new Oakwind announcement, so I'm hoping they start making some better decisions. But I heard some controversy about EverQuest 2 recently about some of the different stuff. But like that new, I think it's Kale Drakal server they were talking about, where they're going to give you that perk that you can take on heroic and raid content yourself. Such a cool idea. I don't know what to think about their TLP PvE or PvP server. That's kind of a foreign concept to me, but sometimes that's really what it has to take. Sometimes the community has to be in such an uproar that they actually start making better decisions. Main reason I run mage in 99% of my trios now is how easy it is to box and get a high percentage of effectiveness. Yeah, I've heard that from a buddy of mine that I've been playing with on weekends. How easy it is to main a magician or to have an alt box magician because they can just tank so well as well. You literally just sick the pet on something and then you go back to your other box screen. Mages definitely seem like a peak box class for sure. Playing their last few days on Kale. Yeah, I was running around all the pet. Yeah, I think, and I really hate to say it, but I think on the next TLP, I think a mage is actually going to be the first class that I try. I nearly always run hybrid mage, priest, and various. Oh yeah, like mage, druid, beast lord, or something like that, or mage, druid, ranger, even. I think that'd be really cool, or even like mage, druid, SK, paladin. I mean, shit, with mage pets, you really don't need a tank. Someone posted the numbers for like the amount of HP that mage pets have at level 120 with the enhanced minion perks, and like the mage earth elemental pet has like 1.5 million HP. Stuff like that is just insanity. Mage pets are a tank, yeah. I mean, even necromancer pets. My 120 necromancer with enhanced minion 30. It tanks better than my actual tank. And it has no problem holding aggro. Mage, Shaman, or SK, Beast Lord, Chanter, Necro for the memes. Yeah. Yeah, get all the pets. I run Mage, SK, Druid, and my Bard for my 4-box and can box almost anything. Oh, see, with Bard in there, that just makes... I feel like that kind of trivializes stuff because especially higher levels, the sheer amount of stuff that bards can do with their songs. Oh, it just makes things so good. I wish I enjoyed boxing more. Because most of the time when I box, I really just like to focus on one character and I just let the others kind of do their own thing in the background. And I guess if I really wanted to, I could do like... I could literally do like a bard, 3 or 4 mages, and then a tank, or a melee character. Because, I mean, if one mage is good, then why not 2? With the SK, I'm surprised. Are you saying you're surprised that I don't have a shaman, or that you don't use a shaman? Because Shaman's another class that I've played a little bit of, but I've never gone, like, deep into the levels. That's another class that I really need to go through and do as well. Ooh, we got it named. Haven't seen one of those down here in a while. Make him real angry. Two mages allows you to proc alliance, drastically increasing your group's DPS. Oh, what's going on, Malik? Cryptic said he... Oh, got you. Cryptic said he has a druid, not a shaman. I gotcha. I didn't know that, Malik. That's insane. That's another thing. Okay, so maybe I'll have to try something with 2 mages soon. 2 mages, a necromancer, a beast lord. Hated druids 2001 to 2005 as everyone and their dog was playing one, with the pure flexibility and versatility that makes them a great trio box class. I think I have 120 everything except Pally and Rogue. That's insane, Oder. I don't have near that many 120s. I have several, but not near that many. And elsewhere, how dare you hate druids? As somebody who loves druids. Mage, druid, SK, bard, port in, run to spot, call the hero, kill, port out. That's a way to do it. Oh, that's what this was. Heavy double bound shield. The loot you get for killing these guys really doesn't seem that worthwhile. I guess for the current expansion, it could have been good. I love them now, just hated them then. On TLP monks, you can't go 10 feet without falling over 4 of them. Yeah. I think a lot of people play monk just for the ease of access and the fact that you can feign death. And they're really good damage on TLPs, especially during Classic. Like, if somebody offers me a monk or a rogue on Classic, I'm probably going to take the monk. Which is sad, and I'm a rogue main. Has anyone done the Tinkering Trophy? Can you get the Dark Matter faster? Going to Kivik and... I have not, Chad, so I'm not sure. Just can't be bothered to fart around with the whole weight thing. Yeah, I mean... I think that's literally just for Classic and like the first expansion or two, right? I feel like they end up changing the weight thing quite a bit later on, or quite early. Test being what it is, having many accounts is pretty doable, and only having to pay for expansions, but there is the expectation to help devs improve bug reports that are detailed. I think that's fair though. I mean, you're literally playing the game for free. And you guys are solving at least some of the bugs before they come to us. Because somebody said recently you can get basically all the AAs and everything on test. Which I didn't know. I didn't realize you could get everything on test with having a free-to-play account. You still have to earn them. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. Tests being treated as gold member in terms of account restrictions are concerned. Yeah. Yeah. Quite often, test is so unstable it's barely playable. Yeah, because everything rolls out to you guys first. Biggest issue I have found is Silver Member is 1000 AA cap and not being able to equip Prestige item, both of which are not factor on test. Yeah. Yeah, the whole like Prestige item thing, which I found out the hard way, like getting to like 110 and getting a whole bunch of cool items that were pretty good and not realizing they were prestige. And then like my account went silver status instead of gold, and then suddenly I had like no equipment equipped. That was a pretty big letdown. I mean, it's cool that there's still free to play gear that you can use, but the prestige stuff is obviously where it's at. Seeing as I delete and re-roll 75 to 85 doesn't really matter, as that is when it both... Oh, yeah, when both start to affect you. Yeah. Yeah. Non-prestige items are weak. Yeah, non-prestige items are fairly weak. Yeah, elsewhere, that doesn't really affect me much, too, at least as far as when I'm playing low-level characters. I don't auto-grant, so I find I generally start hitting 800 AA or so around 75. Oh. You're one of the few people who doesn't do auto-grant these days. Or at least that I'm aware of. Dude, auto-grant's the first thing I check when I sign into a new account. Or a new character. I want to start getting all those AAs at 51, 55. I feel as long as you have it equipped, you should always have that item. I think one of the reasons they don't do that these days, Chad, is because you can put on items like that are too high for you to use. You can equip them these days to kind of see what they look like, which I found was really weird. There's been times that I put on an item that I clearly can't use yet. It just doesn't give you the stats for it. So that's probably why they don't have that activated. So if you have it equipped, you actually get the stats for it. I feel like it's buying a book and getting someone else to read it for me. I think it would be different if I was shooting for 100 plus. That's fair. Because yeah, auto grant does give you up to 110 right now. And with this next expansion, it should get you up to 115 for auto granted AAs. Since we're going to be going up to 125 this year, at least if they keep with the same pattern. I also use AA so that I don't outgrow the hunting grounds I like to be in. That's another really fair point. Because there are some zones that I would like to spend a lot more time in. I just wish everything gave you a little bit more experience in the low levels. Yeah, but like prestige items were, you were gold to equip it. Yeah. And then whenever you lose gold, you can no longer use the item. You think that you should still be able to use the stats for it, which I really think is fair. I think that's pretty fair. Like if you equipped it once, you should be able to keep using the stats for it. I don't remember which way I went. Did I come through here? I did not. I have a zone in particular which is great at 60, but 99% of it goes green as soon as you hit 61. What zone is that elsewhere? Tell me your secret zone spot. Because there are some zones I would be okay with spending a good chunk of time in. Velk's bottom floor, all the spiders are 45. Okay. Velk's is another really good zone. If I could spend a lot more time in Sebolus, I would. That's a zone that I used to spend a lot of time in that I really do miss. It's just so out of the way, and there are consistently better options to go to. And they really don't seem to make it a hot zone that often anymore. It was a hot zone for like 2 days earlier this week before the update, and then they changed everything. I was really looking forward to going to spend time there. But most of the time, as a solo character, if you're telling me I can get 4% in one zone, but I can get 6% in the other, I'm probably going to go to the 6% zone. Just because that's like 50% better. So, I mean... It also gets the hardcore. Sebalus, that is. Yeah, Sebalus, like, especially with this Paladin, I would love to spend a lot more time in Sebalus now that I have a stun. What I tend to do, given I have so many trios, is I have a 50 trio in Velx, 55 trio in Chardock, 60 trio in Justice, 67 trio in Tactics, 72 trio in Dragon Hill Skills, Dragon Scale Hills. Damn, dude. I thought I was an alcoholic else. I thought I had a problem. You, my friend, have a trio problem. I really like to find what kind of stuff I can solo. That's generally like some of the most fun I have. I really like playing one character and just having all my focus be on that one character. 24 on FE, 24 on AV, 24 on Lucklin, and another 24 on Bristlebane. I would call that a problem, but that's clearly not a problem. It just means you love EverQuest. That's a lot of characters, dude. Hey, what's going on, Day? How you doing? I seem to love the 1 to 70 game, and I lose interest in 75 to 80. I start to lose interest pretty quick around that point, too. But then I regain it after about level 100. The whole, like, 80 to 100 content, I lose interest pretty quick, too. Because a lot of those zones and expansions I don't care for too much. How you doing, Day? I think I said it already, but happy Easter. You guys have fun? Thanks, yeah, it was a good time. Awesome. There was also that area where EverQuest went from camp in one spot for 3 hours to move through a zone and never stay still for more than 3 mobs. Yeah, because they actually turned EverQuest into much more like a mobile dungeon diving experience like they did for EverQuest 2. I have 2 very different opinions on the sit in a camp spot and kill stuff forever and move through the zone, because I kind of like both. I played lots of like Final Fantasy 14 where the dungeon experience is literally move from point A to point B, fight boss, move from point B to point C, fight boss, move from point C to point D, fight final boss. I really like that kind of content. But there's also some zones in EverQuest where that's really not plausible. I think that's why I have such a varying opinion about it sometimes, because some zones you should not move through. You should literally just let a class pull to you. But if we're talking like sit and camp spots, some of my favorite sit and camp spots are like the Over There, Frontier Mountains, Morris Saru. Like camps that are like they're big, wide open zones where there's so much stuff wandering around that you can sit there and let someone pull to you. But like if we're talking like tunnels and stuff like that, I would rather move through as a group because your puller is going to run out of mobs and you're going to be sitting there doing nothing most of the time. And if there are a lot of enemies in the tunnels, your puller's going to die a lot, and then it's just such a pain in the ass. I don't like staring at a wall for long periods of time. I like being able to see big, massive, open environments. That's where I really lose interest fast. If I'm in a really tiny box area and I'm just sitting here waiting for an enemy to come to me, that is so fucking boring. Hope when using reduced spawn timers, I might change group dynamics at least 1 to 60 as it is makes status camps more viable. Yeah, with Oakwind, if they actually stick with like the bonuses and stuff they're talking about, that's going to be a completely different game experience after 5 or 6 expansions. If your puller is dying, then he isn't a good puller. I mean, that's also a fair point, Dave. But I've come to have an expectation that a lot of gamers are typically just really not that good. And I don't mean that to be in an insulting way, but a lot of gamers don't play video games to try hard and be like the best. A lot of people, at least in my age groups, tend to like play video games because it's fun and it's relaxing. So mistakes will happen, and I don't expect them to be at like maximum capacity at all times. I play groups with an expectation of having fun and being chill, and shit's gonna happen. I hated groups in Unrest at 1 to 15 as those ghouls always rated you, little you. Yeah, those ghouls and stuff like that, they're brutal. Unrest is a hard zone in those low levels. This is EverQuest. We go 110% at all times. There are definitely people that agree with you, Day. There are definitely people that agree. When I think EverQuest, I think kick back and relax. Like some people are almost always incapacitated of some kind. Most of them are dads. They're just kind of chilling. They just want to get some chill game time with the buds in. If I want try hard, I'll play Apex Legends or something like that. We take turns every day of the week, but I hate 99% of the time. TLPs are classic only for the first 3 months. Would love to start with the Beast, but I can't. I would love to start a new TLP with a Berserker for once. I want to start a TLP with a damn Berserker, and I don't think that's too much to ask. But every time that something like that happens and it's a TLP where you can start as a Berserker, it's some really weird rule set like Veniki, and I'm not interested. I want to be a little ankle chopping dwarf Berserker. Not asking for luck 1 zones, but at least Beast class. Even if I have to play Barb or Troll to do so. Yeah, get yourself a little alligator pet. new TLP is nothing special, was hoping for a Lugland start. Sub, I think a lot of people were looking for some sort of a special rule set for like classes and race combo. Tired of doing classic, yeah. I was really hoping we were going to start with like everything up to Gates of Discord released, and it was going to be like an all class, all race combo, where you could be any class, any race combo mix whatsoever, with everything up to Gates of Discord released, and then go from there. Which again, I don't feel like is too much to ask, but I know a lot of people have differing opinions. So it's like the same old unrest, got coal, every Sam. Yep. Yep. There's no reason they could add Wood Elf Beast Lord from the start of Luckland. Yeah. Yeah, Wood Elf Beast Lord would be cool too. Because that was one they ended up adding much later. Oh, day, yeah, apparently it is. Yeah. Apparently it is. But like, come on. Give us like all the class, all the race combo. Just let us have fun. Give us an experience bonus, make it free trade. Started in Yellowknife today because I don't want classic again. Oh yeah. Well, Sub, if it makes you feel any better, a good majority of the people that I've seen so far that were really unhappy about the Oakland announcement voiced their opinion and then pretty much stated they're just going to start on Mischief instead. Because I saw people talking about like a pretty big influx of Mischief players. Which is crazy, because it's like the only time that's really happened. Mischief is almost 2 years old now. And to have the population going up on a TLP after that time is kind of insane. The main reason Vinnicky appealed to me, start with Kunark Zones and Beast Class, yeah. But just the level lock stuff, there. Oh, thanks for the follow, Kane. Thanks for sticking around. I appreciate it. If you look at forums, there are only 2 guilds advertising for new TLP, and both are trash. Well, I mean, I think there's going to be the same people that play on the TLP that always play on the TLP. You're going to have the Faceless and Zayd's whole group of people, which is cool because they pretty much always get server first. And that's cool. Awesome for them. I love watching Zayd. He's one of my favorite streamers. But they'll probably get to max, do the first, and then go back to Mischief. Because I know they've been sticking with Mischief like this entire time. A lot of people who have never... I think they are both from Mangler. Ooh. It just doesn't really seem like a lot of people are interested in the new server. In fact, it seems like a lot of people are kind of opposite of interested, like they're just very unhappy about it. Which is, like I said, I think that's a good thing. If people are really unhappy about it, they need to voice their opinions. Because the only way that they're going to do something different, like what they did on EverQuest 2, is based off of feedback. If you love a game and you want it to stick around, sometimes the best you can do is tell the developers they're kind of stupid. But in a not so hostile way, let me rephrase that. I'm not encouraging people to go be hostile. I think got 70 plus pages of feedback in the last 2 days. Yeah. Well, good. I think some people can tone it down on the hostility a little bit, but that's why my video I felt like was very precise. It was just like encounter locking, not a fan, gonna be used for bad purposes. Bonuses are good, but give me a server where all the bonuses are already active. Make it free trade. I think that's fair. There's also a big difference between personal preference and what is good for the start of a game. That's true too. That's true. Because as much as I don't like the classic restart of EverQuest over and over again, there's a community of people that want it every single year. Boom, 69. Almost level 70. But yeah, elsewhere, that's a really good point because, like I said, there's a lot of people that would love to start Classic over every year and then get to Planes of Power and quit. Is this live or TLP? This is on live. This is on the Firiona Vie server. That's what she said. Nice day. Very nice. I would like to go past Pop for once. Dude, that's why a lot of people have stayed on the Mischief server. I know there's that whole community of people that had never seen past Planes of Power that have stuck to Mischief for the last 2 years. You're on the Tunair server? Nice. Where is my go-to zone for 70 to 75? Rift Seekers. Rift Seekers is always my 70 to 75 zone. That's why I jumped yelling at God next month. One good result of Oakwind being terrible is Mischief again will continue being well populated. This might solidify its player base for years to come. Yeah, that's exactly what I was saying earlier, Josiah. That there's been a huge influx of people going back to Mischief because of the bad choices and stuff from the announcement. I mean, there's been so many people who've been upset about it. They've just like, screw it, I'll just start on Mischief instead. That's exactly what happened to me last year. Last year, I was going to start on the new TLPs, but then they announced Yellowknack, which another classic boring server to me, and then Vaniki, which is 100% what I'm not interested in. So I was like, screw it, I'll just start on Mischief. May have to check out Mischief then. Mischief is Firiona Vie without the experience bonus and twice the loot. Literally twice the loot. And what's cool about the raid mobs on that server is they all, yeah, chaos loot, they all drop loot of equivalent enemies. So say if you think of Temple of Ishan and Keldra Call being equivalent loot drops, you can get Avatar of War drops from Temple of Ishan and vice versa. Mischief is still true box only, or does it relax it? Nope. Elsewhere, they've pretty much stated that it's going to stay true box, from what I've seen. I know a lot of people have been pushing to have it be relaxed true box, where you can do 3 on a machine, but they've pretty much stated they don't have any intentions of doing that. But it could be a situation like where people are so upset about Oakwind, maybe they'll change their mind about Mischief. But I'm pretty sure Mischief at this point is just going to be solidified and it's going to stick around forever. I'm debating between Mischief and Firiona Vie. I'm from the UK and the EU. Let's see here. Yeah. Yeah, that's a real thing, Josiah. Mischief and FE always have loads of people online. Yeah, Mischief and Mischief always has tons of people, and Firiona Vie always has tons and tons of people. Hey, what's going on, Pixel? How you doing? Hope you're doing all right, man. UK here too. I made FE my main. Make of that you will. Yeah, FV seems to be pretty populated even overnight. We have a guy that in our guild that plays, I think, from Sweden. And he plays a lot overnight. It's Saturday and lunch was had. All is well in the world. Nice. Antonius Bale. Yeah, I think Antonius Bale is still a thing, Day. I just don't think the population is really there. Because there's been people in here talking about AB quite a bit. I'm a big Wizard Mage Sorcerer fanboy, though. I worry leveling a wizard would be pretty hard. I hate pets as well. I can't even tolerate the easier. Yeah. Yep. That's a real thing, Josiah. That is a very real thing. AB is where I originally started, so I have some gear, but I can only use it for the level of messing around now. Yeah. That's another server I didn't even think about until much more recently. Oh man. Mage is pretty easy as well as Necromancer. So the Rogue at 100 and full lobby buffs is 107,000 HP. Pixel, you can take on pretty much anything you want to now. I'm pretty sure even with that HP range at this point, you could go through and take any of the Fabled content. Maybe not Plane of Time, but definitely Vexthal. When you do your kill all old bosses, how much of the loot do you actually manage to sell? Don't you have your banks overflowing with 1 to 70 gear? Yeah, elsewhere. I've got probably pretty close to 20 characters now that each have like full banks full of old loot. Some of it I'll get and I store it for a rainy day so I can sell it whenever the loot gets kind of rare. I'll do that a lot with Fabled gear. A lot of the Fabled stuff I can sell, and I can sell for really pricey. But a lot of the old gear, it really depends. Because like the level 1, no level requirement stuff, you can sell at any point, at any time, usually pretty expensive. But like the 60 to 65 and 65 to 70 gear, that stuff doesn't really sell that well unless they're really rare, like collector items. Like Rapier of Somber Notes, some of the illusions, like the Froglock illusion, stuff like that. A lot of times they have to be items that people like collecting for it to be sellable. So a good chunk of the gear I will get and it will just rot. It won't do me any good. I can't do anything with it. I can't sell it. But like Blade of Carnage, stuff like that. Some of the old school collector items that people like getting, I can sell pretty well. And the twink items from like Depths of Dark Hollow, those items sell for ridiculous prices. Like this earring, some of this stuff you can get, and you'll see them selling consistently for 2 million platinum in Bazaar, like no matter what. as far as tonight? Is everyone busy? Do we know if we're getting together? Oh yeah, Pixel, we're still getting together. We talked about it last night after you logged off, but we all agreed that we're going to get on tonight and we're going to do some progression. So if you're down to join us, we're gonna hit some stuff. I don't know if we're gonna do experience grinding, but we're definitely gonna hit some progression, because I think we're gonna start with Claws of Ishan, because we really want to go through and get the evolving cloak from Zlandikar. Yeah, we talked about getting the evolving cloak from Zlandikar, and then we can go through, because there's an anniversary mission right now that you can use to pretty much power level not anniversary items, but evolving items. So if we can get the evolving cloak from Zlandikar and then run the anniversary mission over and over again, we can get that item pretty well evolved. So that's the docket for tonight. We're going to start working on Claws of Ishan stuff, and I think everybody said they were down. So the only person we haven't heard from is Day, because I think he's going to be busy this weekend. Day, are you still in the chat? If you're in the chat, man, if you want to join us, of course, we'd love to have you. The evolving cloak, that's from NOS. Never mind. It was the other item from Zlandikar. Thanks, Melee. Somebody had an incident recently. Whatever it is I'm in. I thought evolving items were a really good idea. Shame they were only in one expansion. Elsewhere, they're in several expansions. They kind of brought them back recently. There's a few different really good evolving items. The cloak I was just talking about, which is from Night of Shadows. That's the most recent expansion. There's another one also. I think it's an earring that we were just talking about. TOV has the Relosec earring, NOS has the cloak. So, I guess I got confused thinking of something else. I'll see about tonight, Day. I got you. Malik is the perfect tour guide. Yeah. I'm happy. The less I have to learn about it, the better. I'm just here for the loot and the cool shit. You mentioned this Zlandikar mission last night. Oh, I got you, Malik. Yeah, I could have sworn we talked about it, and I was like, yeah, that's the one that we'll do, for sure. Going one mob DPS down easy, yeah. I also really just want to kill Zlandikar because he's a big-ass dragon. Not just a dragon, but a two-headed dragon. So half a quorum then? Exactly. Taking a break from trade skills, 155 recipes less for pottery. Alright, sounds good, Malik, man. We'll see you tonight. We'll get it going tonight. So what we do tonight will benefit my warrior, right? Or would it be better to bring the rogue? Yeah, it'll definitely benefit the warrior, man. Because unless you've done the progression stuff on your warrior before, for either TOV or COV, if you haven't done that, then it'll benefit you. But if you've already done that, then yeah, it might not benefit you. Nope, he's done. Seeds of Destruction. Gotcha. Are they selling any NOS gear in the bazaar yet? So yeah, you're gonna see some of the basic group gear for sale now if you check. You'll see lots of the tier 1 group stuff. It's called Phantasmal Lucklanite. You'll see stuff like this. And it's selling for pretty cheap too. I mean, a lot of this stuff really isn't that expensive, but you'll see tons of stuff like that already for sale in Bazaar. That's just not the raid gear stuff yet. Nice. Got even better buffs now. I would leave this zone, but I'm still getting 3% a kill here, and it's just not worth leaving. Now I gotta re-gear Baird. Honestly, dude, I would wait. I would hold off. The only thing I'd recommend upgrading on Bayard if you want to is like a weapon. You might get him a couple of good weapons. But the rest of the gear and stuff like that, since we're not really going to be using you to tank just yet, I mean, you could upgrade anything else, obviously, but you don't have to spend a whole bunch of money, because here pretty soon we're going to be getting stuff that drops better than that. Or equivalent to that, because we're going to start working on Night of Shadow stuff eventually. And there's no point in buying it if we can get it to drop for you. Know what I mean, Vern? No point in paying for it if you can get it for free while we're doing the content. That's what I like to hear. I do want to try and upgrade weapons. I need 2 one-hand slash and 2-handers. Okay, so as a warrior pixel, there's a couple of broadswords that you could get that would be really, really solid damage. There's one called Edge of Madness you could get. It's like a tier 1 or tier 2 raid Terror of Luckland. I think one of my trios is camped about 20 feet from where you are. Yeah, probably in here in this room. Yeah, Edge of Madness. If you can look up Edge of Madness, it's one of the tier 1 or tier 2 Terror of Luckland warrior only broadswords. Really solid. And depending on how much money you're willing to spend, you could get either a Valium endowed broadsword, or you could get a Lucklin coagulated broadsword. You're killing things so fast, my 67 Zerker takes like 10 minutes to kill one mob. This guy's kind of overgeared though. Is FE good if you only play one character? Yeah, Josiah, if you just want to stick with one character, you can literally Molo, which is solo with a mercenary character. You could do that from 1 to 80 pretty easy. Yeah, Verixel, my Paladin's pretty well geared out for this level. That's why stuff is dying pretty quick, even solo. And you can group at 80. If you wanted to, Josiah, yeah, I mean, there's going to be people that are grouping all the way up to level 120 on this server. It's not super often that people are online playing group content, but you're going to find a lot of people who are actually grouping pretty regularly around these levels. FV is a super populated server. I would say yes, because the Bazaar has so much stuff to buy. Not so much the 1 to 50 twink gear, but everything 65 plus you can get for dirt cheap. Yeah, because there's tons of people like me who run that content over and over again. And eventually, I'll just start throwing it away. I'll literally just start dropping bags of gear on people I'll see in Planet Knowledge, just to get it off my character. Using a lot of Elegant Defiant gear, and I think it's called, but I do nothing but solo either with the healing mark. What sword are you using? Let's see here. So this sword is called the Fabled Basalt Greatsword of the Protector. It's a fabled item that's going to start dropping next week from Fabled Soul Road Tower. It's the best two-hander you can use from 65 to 70 for any of these classes. I wish I didn't always prefer the classes that solo like trash. I was buying 900 HP gear for my 80s character for under 500 platinum per slot. Yeah, like I said, a lot of people are selling stuff just dirt cheap around those levels. Yeah, Varix, if you can get this two-hander for your Berserker around this level, it's really, really good. No Edge of Madness is available in Bazaar. You're not going to see it in Bazaar, Pixel, because it's still a pretty good item. So you'll probably still see people selling it for like 3.5 to 4 million. It looks cool too. I have to see. Okay, so this is what it actually looks like. I'm using a weapon ornament right now, Varix. This is what it looks like regular. It's one of the old school Planes of Power two-hander graphics. Yeah, it's still very cool. But I didn't want you to think, yeah, this is the ornament that I've got for it. Bazaar has a 2 million price cap, so very little will be listed. Yeah. Yeah, there's still the 2 million price cap. I guess I could play Necro. That's kind of like a wizard from D&D that specialized in necromancy. There's just something about magician that feels wrong. Yeah. Yeah, if you play a necromancer, you can have a lot of fun with it all the way up to like a level 120. My necromancer is so satisfying to play. Let's go down here. And yeah, unlike P99, you don't have to pick and choose the races you play. No matter what class you play, Tank Merc will carry to 65 to 70 without any issues. Yeah, if you're using a Journeyman Mercenary, you can literally, you'll never have to worry about anything killing it up to 70. Don't knock mages, they are beasts. Yeah. Even Wizard, oh yeah. So Tank Mercenaries around level 50 will start taking off and have ridiculous stats on them. Like they'll have like 2,000 AC, they'll have like 20,000 HP. They are pretty much just unkillable. Use a Tank Merc instead of healer one? Yeah, use a Tank Merc because you won't even need to heal it. Tank mercenaries have such insanely high HP regeneration that nothing's going to be able to kill it. You could literally play a wizard from 1 to 70 and not have anything to worry about. I'm going to show you something here in a second. I'm going to show you, comparatively speaking, how much more HP and AC my tank mercenary has compared to my overpowered paladin. To be honest, I'll be better off with necromancer anyways. At least then I can do stuff of my own later. And yeah, necromancers are insanely powerful. And after like level 70, they start getting those Minion of Darkness perks, where the pets just start becoming absolute beasts. I'll just point and laugh at wizards I see to stave off my jealousy. You, Josiah, you're one of the few people I've seen on here that talks about how much they like wizards. I've never played a wizard because just to me they look so boring. But to be fair, I thought paladins were boring, but I'm actually having a really good time leveling this guy. But who knows? Maybe it's just because I haven't tried it. Okay, I'm going to show you my... This is my DPS mercenary. Let me switch to... So my DPS mercenary, that's not even a tank, has... I'm at 28,000 HP, 1100 AC. My DPS mercenary has 25,000 HP and almost 2,000 AC. Mercenaries are insane. I do like rogue mercs with paladins. They'll backstab all day long, so it might not be optimal, but I do like the control it gives me. Yeah, that's what I was using here. It's just my regular rogue mercenary. Because stuff dies ridiculously fast with my rogue mercenary. I quit DDO because wizards were crap and everyone just played sorcerers. Yeah. Mercenary steals experience, yeah. So I was getting about 3% to kill or so. And now with my mercenary, I'm getting 1.8%. Need to go to some undead zones now that you're almost level 70? Yeah. Yeah. I would have to think of some mercenary zones around this level. Not mercenary, but undead zones. I can't even think of any undead zones off the top of my head. But as Molo, you still work out ahead by kill rate alone? Yeah, you can, yeah. You'll kill stuff a lot faster. It's slower experience, but you'll kill stuff a lot faster, which makes up for it. Which is fair. Is that Ruins of Illison or whatever it is in Depths of Dark Hollow? Is that what you're talking about? Stardock B equals 90% undead if you're in the 50 to 65. Yeah. That's a zone I haven't been to in a really long time today. There's a really old school zone. Once we hit level 70, we're actually going to be able to make our way. We could do Rift Seekers, but I'll probably do like Plane of Fire tables. The nest from Dragons of Norath. Let's see here. I don't think there's too much of an upgrade I can get here. Big undead dragons. Ooh, now I'm interested. Oh, that's right, the nest. I forgot about that. So I already have a eulogy bloodthirsty blade waiting for this guy, but this two-hander just does too much damage for me to take it off. Ocean Green Hills has 70 to 79. Yeah, that's definitely... I'll have to get 75 here before I try to do stuff like that. Stuff starts to hit so much harder after 75. With the two-hander, your Slay Undead will be beefy. There's a mission where you have to clear a catapult and damage it. 6 zombies around. They have a sub 5-minute spawn for a static trio. Oh, is that in Dragon Scale you're talking about? Once I hit 75, I can get my Druid's 120 buffs, and we're gonna start clearing stuff real quick. Right next to where all the quests are given out. One of the few places I can go at 75 to 80 with Defiant Camp Spot and very quick respawn time. Yeah, fast respawns is something that makes a drastic difference in some areas. Like these guys have like a 10-minute respawn, I think. It's pretty slow. And being undead makes it good for my paladins, yep. Let's see what we can put on here. I love these stuns. Really makes me sad that I kind of missed out on leveling in old Seb down with the mushrooms down below. The sheer amount of stuns that I have now. Hey, thanks for the follow, Varix. Or Varixel. I appreciate it. Thanks for sticking around. And I think the level 70 hot zone is Stone Hive, so we're gonna probably head there here in a minute. Yeah, I don't know nothing about EverQuest, but I've been playing a good bit recently. Clueless, but it's fun because of it. That's a huge win, Varixel, because not knowing a lot about the game, there's so much to discover. So you can have a really good time with it. Another good undead camp for whoever was asking is Crypt of Decay and Plains of Power. Oh yeah, the 60 to 61 guys. Yeah. Well, Crypt of Decay used to be undead, but I think they changed a lot of that recently elsewhere. Somebody mentioned that recently. A lot of those mobs were changed from undead and Crypt of Decay, which is a massive disappointment for me. What realm do you play on? I'm on the Firiona Vie server. It's one of the free trade servers, so a lot of items that are normally no drop are droppable. The chapel side is all undead still. Yeah. I haven't really delved deep into Crypt of Decay in a long time. The only time I really spend time there these days is when I'm going to kill Vertox. Crypt of Decay still has a lot of undead, just have to get past the puzzling mobs. Arkstone is solid undead area too. Ooh, I always forget about Arkstone. That's another pretty fun zone too. Yeah, there's tons of undead in Arkstone. Thanks for reminding me, gonna go do Ark on my Pally later. Yeah, there's a lot of undead in Arkstone. Very nice, we got level 70. Thank you. We should have some new abilities as well. Very, very nice. Thank you. Cloak of Light. Got Radiant Cure. Purification. Let's see here. Okay, so we don't really have any new abilities to use. But we just got some upgraded versions of these abilities. Oh, sorry, man. I don't have that active on my channel. It's here. Let me show you. If you want a copy of the playlist, you can use that. And this is called Opening Theme Remix. One of these days I'll get that command set up. Alright, so we leveled Andrunder pretty much up to 70 here, so we're going to teleport out of here, and I think we're going to go to the Hive after this. The Hive is the level 70 hot zone, so I think we're going to head there here in a second. Alright, let's hope I don't die on the way there. Ooh, this could be bad. Where is the Hive underwater? Alright, I think we'll be able to make it. We're good. This is a zone I'm really not accustomed to leveling in at all. I just remember it was always something on the way to Depths of Dark Hollow, Demi-Plane of Blood. So, we're going to give it a try. I'm a 67. I would have gotten lost and died 3 times getting in the... Yeah. It's a confusing area to go through. See, these guys hit way harder. What are the mob cons? 67. And they're all scowls. At least right here. So no better than Fire Table 2? No, just it's a hot zone is all. But yeah, it's so Plane of Fire, those guys are all 67 or 68, I think, in Plane of Fire Courtyard. They're like 67, 68, so just about the same, yeah. They just sadly seem to never make that a hot zone. I hate when enemies are like this. Can't hit them from here. Can't hit them from here. Okay, let's try that again. What? Oh, okay, so these are undead, so I'm getting some pretty heavy slay undead hits. I just hit for 10,000. Okay, so this might be a good spot to go. I did not think about some of these guys being undead. So this might actually be pretty good for us. I'm getting some crazy slay undead hits here. Very nice. Yeah, there's been 2 separate times I've got a critical slay undead hit for over 10,000. Social aggro radius seems quite high. Yeah, these guys, they aggro from everywhere. That is going to be kind of a pain. So if we can stick with the undead guys... Oh, we got a named over here. A Drachnid construct. So you can do the hero's journey on Mischief now. So getting geared is going to be easy. Yeah, it's already pretty easy to get gear on Mischief right now, especially if you're willing to spend some chrono. This dude's immune to stun. Okay, so it's some interesting gear. Only downside with HJ is that mobs will drop Ornate, Defiant, or Flawed when you're doing quest. Yeah, the Hero's Journey stuff, it doesn't really give you equivalent gear for the level, but you do get some stuff. Okay, so the fact that I'm getting 3% a kill with my Mercenary out here is pretty nice. The only problem is how many enemies at a time we might end up getting here. Because with the community night, the group that I've been having fun with on the weekends, we came through here at one point around this level, and there's some areas that spawn multiple enemies that are real close by, so that might end up being a problem. Doing the CR side will give you a symbol in every slot. You can get that weapon early on in Blightfire, but after that, more trouble than it's worth. Yeah, I think part of the hero's journey, part of the only reason to do it is for the cloak that you get at the end. It gives you an illusion Draken cloak that you can click. Turns you into a random Drachnid of of like random color. There are other people. Oh, there's other people here. Okay. Does Blackfeather Roost require a raid or level 100? Wait, I'm not sure what you mean, elsewhere. What do you mean? Because Blackfeather Roost, isn't that just a regular grouping zone? There's the whole quest line you have to do to get from like area to area in Blackfeather. That's kind of annoying, though. Is that what you're talking about? Oh, raid for level 75 mob or level 100 if a single group. Oh, okay, okay. I've never gone through the Hero's Journey quest, so I'm not sure. Okay, there's also a raid encounter in the Paragon stages. No, let me mend my spell, you dick. That feeling when you realize you're suddenly sitting in the dark after watching Twitch 60 to 90 minutes ago. Yes. I know the feeling. More HP. Nice. I guess I have several combat innates. Increases potency of healing spells that land on your companions as long as they stay inside the area. Oh, that's nice. Okay, so we're gonna try out some of these new spells. Oh, got an ad. Ruh-roh. Well, I'm glad my pet's pretty beefy. By pet, I mean mercenary. That's my bad. Well, this experience here is really good so far. I just hope it's not outweighed by how many enemies there are in some areas. I need to find where the Undead area is, because I think that would actually be quite a bit easier for us. See if we can get us some Undeads in here. Or just a whole lot of ads. Yeah. These guys are high level too. We'll try it. Okay. We got really big aggro ranges here. Actually gonna have to use some of my healing stuff, I think. Unless you were over leveled or over geared, this zone feels like hard going and hard to get to. It is. This is definitely like a zone. It is nice because a lot of these enemies don't summon. The exception being here, they have massive aggro ranges, but most of them do not summon. So it could be a really good spot to solo at, especially for like root rotters. But for these aggro ranges that we're getting here, like these enemies stacked on top of each other, this is going to be a problem. This is 100% going to be a problem. Look at all these enemies that are coming from everywhere. This spells death for my trio unless I have another 5 levels on you. Yeah. I mean, I'm actually having to heal quite a bit with all of these buffs on. This would not be possible if I didn't have druid buffs on and like some insane gear. Because bear in mind, I'm doing all this with regenerating over 1,000 HP per tick because of my druid buffs. Crosses. Yeah, you can definitely cross this place off the list. I'm sure there's going to be some better camps in the zone, but this spot right here is not okay. So we're going to get out of there. Let's see if we can kind of make our way through here. A lot of this area is just not going to be a good spot for us to be. All right, but you know what? It's going to get easier as we're going because we're going to level up. So we want to go out right here. No, we don't want to go out there. We want to go up again. Because one of these spots we can actually go out. Here, this is what we want. This area is actually pretty okay, because you can actually kind of solo pool once you're out here. You can put down a campfire and it's a pretty good area. But some of these spots, it's pretty heavy enemy density. But let's see if we can find some more undead over here. So another quick stupid question. What weapons do you suggest I upgrade for the level 100 to right now? Are you using the heroic weapons? Is that what you're using right now? Okay, yeah, you can upgrade those hardcore. Like, those are nothing compared to some of these, and, like, this item, this dagger right now is, like, 10,000 platinum. Because I think those weapons are only, like, ratio, like, 3 or something, and this is 4.8. You can definitely get some better weapons. So I highly recommend upgrading the weapons, even if you don't upgrade anything else. Get yourself an overhaste clicky, like a 10% overhaste clicky, even if you get one of these. Symbol of the Overlord. Speaking of, I need to click that. This is from Madame Urim. Gives you a 10% overhaste. And I'm sure you can get that for dirt cheap. Even if you don't have anything better for that rogue, at least get one of those. Oh, there's people here. Or just click it from V and give it back. Yeah, if you want to come over to me, man, I can give you this. I did that on my Berserker from May. Yeah, the 16% that we passed around. And what were the weapons that you said to get? If you just sort it by HP and one-hand piercing for level 100 rogues, you can get any of these. If you get like political action and Mordio, these two, I mean, they're the two cheapest and they have the best stats. I mean, the best dagger you can get right now is 10,000 platinum. So just sort it by primary, HP, and rogue one-hand piercing at level 100. Yeah, since it now has an AA that's permanent, yeah. This is kind of brutal. These guys are kind of tanky. Oh. These spiderlings are pretty tanky and they're really annoying too. And there's a whole bunch of ads now again. These little spiralings have as much HP as these drachnids. Jeez. Okay. Let's see. Ooh, some more undead. So, several undead here, but this is going to be a pool of 4, so this is going to kind of hurt. Oh, never mind, only 2. Give me undead. Just logged in my Necro on Mischief to check out TSS still in the guild. Oh, it's like still in the Variety Void guild on there? I didn't even know that guild was still going to be going. I figured everyone would have left by now. Well, nice. Maybe if we end up going over to Mischief, no one is on. Yeah. Last time I checked, like 6 months ago, pretty much everyone was offline. What expansions do Mercenaries and Defiant Gear arrive? Mercenaries show up in Seeds of Destruction. Defiant Gear, I think, is the Serpent's Mouth. Love the Carrion Camp and Dire for my Paladin. Yeah. I can imagine. I'm gonna have to start actually investigating some of the different undead areas. But yeah, Day, if we end up having shit, I mean, if this new TLP ends up being a flop, I might just go back over to Mischief. Play on there for a little bit. New TLP sound sketch. I think a lot of people would have to agree with you. I have an Ancient Cloak of Flames in bank if anybody wants to click. 17% overhaste and can click at 90. Yes, please. I knew there was a 17% out there, but I didn't realize it was going to be something you could click at 90. That would be awesome. I would really appreciate that, Conk. Also, Ding 71. So I have my DPS meter up now. I'm out DPSing my rogue at this level. My paladin with this two-hander, I'm putting out 1.7 thousand to like 1.2 to 1.7 thousand DPS, and my mercenary rogue is only doing like 7 to 800. I really thought it was going to be more than that. This two-hander is pretty nice. Let's see here. Paladin. Is it because Rogue Merc Bat or OP weapon is OP? Oh, I think it's Rogue. Rogues are kind of meh and overpowered weapon for sure. You're at Banker on the west side of Guild Lobby. Hail Bewitching and send a tell. Anyone 90 plus. Nice, Conk. I might have to switch over and grab that real quick. I didn't even know that was a thing. Yeah, elsewhere, to answer your question, I'm pretty sure it's just because this weapon is insane. I knew I was doing good damage. I didn't know I was doing so much damage. It's better than my Rogue Merc. I wonder what the level 75 hot zone is. We might switch over to that. I'm gonna run over with my Druid and check to see what the level 75 hot zone is. Won't be sad to never see Hive again, TB. Yeah. It's an interesting zone for sure, but it's definitely not something I go out of my way to experience. Direwind Cliffs is the 75 hot zone, so we're definitely going to go there. We're going to head over there right now. Yeah, we're going to hit at some Direwind Cliffs. Cliffs, not Cliffs. Oops. The Carrion Camp in Direwind? I'm not super familiar with it, but I'm sure I can end up finding it on the map. Just zone in, hug left. Okay. We'll check it out. Hang a left at entrance. Okay. Let's see here. Taking notes for my Paladin trio. Yeah, just imagine 3 Paladins hammering away at something. Let's see here. Direwind. And that era is a great spell camp. And then zoom in on your feet in game. Well, hello there. Yeah, wrong window. Mm-hmm. You mean these feet? Talking about the wolf feet or my character's feet? Bit of a strange greeting. Hey, I've had worse. Not hairy enough. Thanks for the follow, Timot. I appreciate it. All right. Let's see here. Okay. Oh, these carrion over here, carrion piles. We can fight over there. Yeah, this is a zone I'm at least pretty familiar with. Not necessarily for like soloing or moloing, but we'll give it a try. It also helps that I've now got a 5,000 damage shield on. So I think we're going to be killing stuff pretty quick. Let's see if we can just sneak past these. Undead further left, yeah. The carrions over here. Might want your druid close by. Yeah, I can bring him over. We'll see if we need splitting. Oh man, I'm gonna enjoy playing this rogue, messing with target. Target dummy and guild hall, and holy crap, the damage he does at 100. Yeah, rogues are really, really beefy damage. I think there's a name that spawns over here too. All right, let's give this a try. Yeah. See, you're gonna Pixel, you're gonna start finding out why I love rogue. Is it all over here that you're talking about? Down here, the carrion stuff? Because, yep. Here's some undeads. Oh, these are yellow. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. I think we're in the right spot now. Any worry I had beforehand has just been completely alleviated by the fact that I have a ridiculous damage shield. So we're just going to dismiss my mercenary here in a second. We're going to do this all solo. Oh, okay, well. I do Paladin Mage in that camp for fun. This is an area I pretty much always forget about. I'm getting 6 and 7% a kill now. So we're about to start leveling really fast. Yeah, I'm getting hits for 19 and 16,000 for Slay Undead. Thanks guys for recommending this zone and this area. We're getting some crazy high hits for Slay Undead. Frostcrypt would have been even better, not sure, in solo though at 70. Frostcrypt would probably end up being good to go through once we're like 75. But right now, since this is the level 70 hot zone, we're also getting like almost 50% more experience. Fabled is not on yet. Fabled will start next Wednesday. The 12th. Fabled versions of classic enemies and much more. So, 4 days. Boom, 72. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. So it turns out Slay Undead with a really beefy damage shield makes this content kind of trivial. Yeah, Pally versus Undead. Oh. 31,000 HP doesn't hurt. I do it with 19k. Yeah. AC is at 1237 with a two-hander on. $75 is when we get the really good armor and weapons. So that's going to make this even better. Now we just get to wait on respawns for the undead. We're just too good. Fast killing, yep. Well, thanks to my shiny new damage shield, my DPS went from, 1.2 thousand to 4,000. Name there drops the mage pet weapons for that expansion. Fast killing and Paladin in the same sentence, who would have thought it? Yep. The Undead. Trembles and Undead. Seriously? I hate this stupid feign death that these guys do. I have some stuff on Bayard. I have to drop in the guild bank some stuff I can use at level 100. I appreciate it. I still got that weapon set aside for him too that you gave me. Oh, we got some undead respawns. Here we go. Maybe? Oh, there we go. Slay Undead, 14,000. Nice. That's just a little bit of damage. Just a teeny bit. All I ask is for some power leveling on the rogue. I gotcha. That's hot. Nothing hotter than chopping up some undead people. You get 14k slays with OP weapons. What would normal people be getting? I'm sure with normal weapons and stuff like, I mean, it depends on what you mean by normal, because the weapon I'm using, you can use at 65. So I guess if you didn't have a fabled weapon, you would probably be still getting hit for like 6,000 or 7,000. Because Slay Undead, especially with like critical hits that I'm getting here, you can get those on like normal weapons and stuff like that. So I'm sure you would still be getting pretty drastic hits. Depends on AA. Yeah, I think the AA also. Yeah. Because I've got 1,800 AAs now. Slay Undead is 7 out of 18. It says here, passive melee attacks, 3.6% chance to deal 2,200% damage against undead and vampiric targets. So 2,200% of some non-fabled weapons, you would still be getting some crazy good hits. Like, I just got a 20,000 hit for Slay Undead critical. Also, I'm 73 already, which I didn't even realize. Holy crap. I think we're going to have to check out the 75 hot zone. We're at the sweet spot just between buffs and abilities where I can kind of carry myself up to level 80 pretty quick. I just realized you're running solo. Yeah. Yeah, that's why I'm getting like 4 and 5% experience per kill. No damage perk. No, it wasn't needed because I'm doing more damage than my Mercenary anyways. So all he was doing was soaking experience up from me. If I can do this solo and make twice the experience, I might as well. Yeah. Lazy bastard. Yeah, literally all he was doing was soaking experience. So it was like tagging, like just bringing a toddler along who was just soaking up the EXP. There's no reason. Caster DPS is even worse. Sure, it wasn't a wizard merc, that's all they do. Exactly. Ever tried? Yeah, the caster DPS, the caster mercenary DPS is just horrible. Drop a nuke, sit down. Alright, so it's going to be time to hit up the 75 hot zone real quick. So 75 is... Wait, no. We're already in the 75 hot zone. It's gonna be time for level 80. Yeah, this is the 75 hot zone, so... Yeah. Yeah, came back and he was like just 10, 15 feet away from me. Wizard Merc is nice from 1 to 45 for the AE burn on. I didn't know they did AoE stuff. Level 80 is Fortress Mechanicus. or sorry, Fortress Mechanitus. And I think that's just going to be a pass for me. I'll go to somewhere else at level 80. Was that a Warhammer slip? Yeah. Whoops. Yeah, I'm not going to go up to that area. That's just, it's a good area if you're with a group, but I'm not going to do that solo. Speaking of Warhammer, I see Demon Hunter is on sale. I have not. The last Warhammer-esque game I played was Darktide. We went there, right? We tried to... Yeah, we went there, Pixel. We had a pretty good time with us because we had so many outside help buffs. But as a solo character, it would not be a good time. There's just too many enemies on top of each other there. But no, elsewhere, I haven't tried that. The last game I played was Darktide. Played a bit of Vermintide. Vermintide is badass. I'll still go back and play Vermintide. Vermintide 2, sorry. I really enjoyed Vermintide 2. And with the kind of debacle that we experienced with Darktide, that's another game I wouldn't mind going back to play. Got some more Undeads. There's a franchise that could have a cool MMO. Yeah, if only. Love Dawn of War 1, but haven't played much in the 40k since. Warhammer is still like an entirely new thing to me. I haven't really done much at all in the 40k and the Warhammer universe, so that was something I was introduced to much later on. Oh, 19,000 hit. You'll love to see it. 74 already. We're leveling faster now in the higher levels than we were earlier. About to hit level 75 and I'm still wearing level 1 stuff. let's go check on the undeads over here. There we go. That's a cool looking sword. All these weapons are... Oh, that's a one-hander. Ooh. You mentioned 14k slays, but a 4k damage shield seems to be doing a lot of the work for you. Oh, you're absolutely right. This would not be happening at all without that damage shield. That is absolutely right. The slays are just nice to see, because I know it's damage that's actually from me. But here in the next level, we're going to be going from a 4k damage shield to an almost 7,000 damage shield. And if I tag my druid along with me, then a temporary 24,000 damage shield. I think we'll be okay for a while. Yeah, day. So I think we could probably skip to level 80 content after that. Know what I mean, Vern? Who needs a group when you got a level 120 druid? Your OP-ness is less to do with class and less to do with OP gear and more to do with OOG buffs. After level 70, yes. The overpoweredness and equipment and everything is entirely equipment-based and self-buff-based from 1 to 65 because of the gear that I'm wearing. Class does help quite a bit because when I did this on my monk, I leveled so much faster because my monk did substantially more damage. And that was all gear based. That's from 1 to 65. 65 to 70 is kind of a mixture of buffs and damage and class. Yeah, unless you guys are on, I'm going to focus on my druid on P99 for the first tune. Absolutely, man. Go for it. Please level your druid up on P99 so you can power level my warrior for me. Not that I would get anything out of you leveling a power level in class. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. I meant when playing on P99. I know. That's why I'm saying it would be awesome to have a friend that plays a druid on P99. Because that's another version of EverQuest that I plan on spending a good amount of time on. I have several on P99. I don't play much on there. I enjoy P99 when I actually like have a group of people to play with, but solo it's such a slog for me. I realized how important transport is on that server. Yeah. Otherwise, getting from point A to point B takes a lot longer on that server. And that is no understatement. Had to wait for 15 minutes and then another 20-minute ride from Faye to Antonia on my mage. Yeah. Yeah, those boats are so slow. But they're such a cool experience, man. I remember those boats so fondly back in the day. When they worked. If they didn't work and sometimes you would magically fall off the boat, that was kind of a pain. That was not a good time. Same, but time is money. Yeah. Hey, if time is money is kind of your idea of EverQuest, then P99 might not be the place to be. That is the slowest version. Here in a second, whenever I hit 75, I'm going to switch over my Fabled Blade of War for this guy. Keep up with the fat damage. You put that oh no, I didn't use that because I do substantial more damage with just a regular weapon augment than I do with those pets at this level. Those pets drop off pretty substantially after level 65. They're definitely really good from like 65 to 70. Not so much after. One more kill and we're going to be 75. There it is. All right, let's teleport out of here. We're going to switch some stuff around. I got some stuff to give this guy. Oh. We should have pretty much upgrade time. Yep, we got like a full set of upgrades here. This is all like fabled gear. Move some augments over. Yeah, about to be a really big boost up here. We'll probably be around 45,000 HP or so. 40 to 45,000. So we're going from this to Fabled Blade of War. Oh, this actually has the pet augment on it. So maybe we'll keep that then. We'll see if it does better for us. Oh, I can't use that one. Damn. Gotta move over all the AC augments, the HP augments. Now we just need to get us a power source. There we go. Is there a, yep, the 50% EXP bonus is going until Monday, I think. No, it's on every single server. Yep, it's on every server. The original one did end, but they started another event right now just for Easter. The original event, yes, it did end. It says bonuses for spring holidays, April 7th to April 11th at 1 a.m. So yep, it's back active just for it. This one's also faction, where spawns, and I think that's it. We're gonna check something real quick. All right, have a good night elsewhere. I appreciate you stopping by. Thanks for chatting. Let's see. We're gonna grab one of these as well. Grab us a different arm. Complete the last little bit of upgrades for us. Gearing up at 75. Yeah, I'm just grabbing a couple extra things here. I think this is going to be the best option for us. There we go. There's the last little extra that we needed to get over the hump to 40,000. Thankfully, most of this gear was stuff I already had on my Shadow Knight, so I really didn't have to spend any extra. And some of this stuff really isn't worth trying to upgrade, so... We need one more earring so we can finally replace. Ooh. There we go. Get us some buried sea stuff. And why am I not seeing it? There we go. Nice. Okay. So I think that's pretty much the best that we're going to get for now. We could see about using a one-hander. That's... I don't know. I don't know if that's worth using a one-hander. Because we'll do less damage. Yeah, we'll just use the two-hander for now. And now we can do all level 120 buffs as well. I love how they started making Knight one-handers to be on par with two-handers. Yeah, they had to do something for Paladins and Shadow Knights. And that's also why they ended up making it so the two-handers later on have ridiculous stats on them. Like the best two-hander in the game for for Knights, like Shadow Knights and Paladins, it's like a 30 ratio weapon. It's insanely powerful. It's got like 1,100 damage on it. So let's see, where do we want to go at this level? I think we're going to go check out the new Kern's Tower, maybe? We'll give that a try. We're going to go through the void now. The old school feel the bone. Oh, you know what would have helped? Probably would have helped if I picked up buffs or spells for up to 75, but whatever. So let's go to Feel the Scale. We're going to see how this works out. Okay, it's level 80. Let's see what... So that was a relatively weak enemy and it gave us 2.2% experience. Maybe we'll go over to Kern's Tower over here. We'll see if this area is even worth it. Oh, it's 85. So we might get our ass kicked here. Yeah, all of that for only 5% experience. That's not going to be the place for us to be. Trying to think of another level 80 zone that we can go to. Let's see. This area is definitely too high. So I think we might just go back to Direwind. Or I guess we can go over to some of the islands in the Buried Sea. I really don't like that zone. We might do... What's that ice zone? Frost... Yeah, we might make our way over there. See here, let's do, actually we're gonna run over towards the ice giant area. I think it's the steps that we'll go through. Because at least those guys are like 75, 76, 77. Steps, Icefall, yeah. Valdahome. I always forget about the name of that place. 73's over here. All right, we'll give this zone a try first. Did we just stay in Valdhome? Yeah, we ended up staying in Valdhome because that area in general is so easy. Ruins, I think, is going to be too low of a zone for us. Oh, these guys are dubious. I haven't messed up my faction with them yet. Let's change that. So 3.5% kill for these guys. These guys are all immune to stuns. Maybe not the best place for a paladin. Spent some time here after the Guardian pouch. Nice. Giants suck like that? Yeah. So, I guess we can go down to Frostcrypt and just see if it's any better down there. We can see if, like, aren't there some undead giants down here that we can fight? We'll find out. Yeah, what's going on, rhinos? Don't need to stun the undead giants in Frostcrypt, though. They don't run, and if you're stunning them, you're letting your... Yep. Yep. We're about to find out. Oh, there we go. 24,000 slay undead. It was my friends. They said anything that sucks, it can't be that bad. Nice. Hey, if sucking is what you're into, get your giggity. As your friend's dad said, yeah. So 3.5% for these guys. Everything's starting to hit substantially harder, though. I probably should have grabbed my heals. So if we're taking on one at a time, it's not so bad. But it's whenever there's two that we start taking, like, a lot of extra damage. Whew. It's good experience, but these guys hit really hard. Oh, and a named. Let's see how hard we get our ass kicked here. Okay. That was better than expected. Oh, and an augment that's really nice. Shit. Up until we got upgrades here in a minute ago, that would have been an upgrade for us. That augment, however, that gets to stay. Oof. I don't know if this experience is going to be worth it. The amount of damage I'm taking. Yeah, these guys are hitting for like 2,000 a pop. These 120 buffs are actually saving my ass right now. If we ever get more than 2, we're probably just going to be screwed. Oh, speaking of. Yep. Let's just divine aura that, and we're going to run away for dear life. These summons. Well, the damage shield's killing him at least. Those summons are stupid, though. Yeah, we're gonna skedaddle out of there. The experience that we're getting per kill for the amount of danger is not worth it. Yeah, I have one on this guy. These guys are huge. Man, I know why the experience dropped off so substantially. My potion wore off. Helps when I'm paying attention. It's because my EXP potion wore off. So maybe it wasn't that bad. Maybe we'll go back down there in like another level or two. That'd probably be a good area then. We'll pop Lesson for now before we put another potion on. You have best in slot gear or something? I've been on Mischief and haven't seen a pally be able to solo much there. Yeah, a lot of this stuff is pretty much best in slot. It's all Fabled gear from the Fabled stuff that's going to be dropping from like Plane of Time and the Fabled Elemental Planes in the next week. That dick. That dude literally just walked up and killed my enemy. Sounds like the Kool-Aid man? Yeah. That guy's an asshole, though. He literally walked up, killed it, and walked away. Yeah, he just kill stole me. Well, on camera. Sorry for him. Walked up with the PvP tag, killed my enemy, and walked away. What a genuinely nice guy. Thought there were mechanics in place to not let that happen anymore? No. There is a TLP server that they said that they want to do that mechanic on, but that hasn't dropped yet. Oh, is this This must be like an NPC boss kind of guy, because we're doing nothing to him. Is he like a raid mob, I wonder? See, if it were locked to you, it wouldn't happen. Yeah, but there would be a lot worse things happening at the same time, too. He could just be running around grabbing all the enemies and not letting anybody have any of them. Said they might change things before release, who knows? Yeah. I'm hoping. I'm hoping they do. You can get gear and experience by letting someone else you're not group with do 98% of the damage, then sneaking in a last hit A. Major dick move. Yeah. What a nice feller. Yeah, and look, they're killing everything. Anything in here? Unlike the dev, we're talking about the community feedback and we're going to release a statement in the coming weeks. Yeah, I'm hoping, man. Like I said, I just want it to be free trade. rest of it I can deal with. Oh, they're gonna name. Feel the same way. I just want free trade too. Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's too much to ask for. It's been 2 years since they dropped a new free trade server. I know they don't want it to replace Mischief, but don't replace Mischief. I think it's simple. I mean, you're either going to help replace Mischief, or you're going to cause everyone to flood back to Mischief. I mean, it's an awesome server, but I would just like a new one. Oh, he must be a quest guy. Would be nice to start fresh. Yeah. It'd be fun. Alright, well, we're gonna go ahead and wrap things up here anyways. I didn't expect to grind to 75 today, and I gotta take a nice long break before we stream tonight for the community. How am I spawning pets? It is an augment on this sword called Shard of Eternal Pain. You can get it from a Lost Dungeons raid. Yeah, thanks for stopping by, Pink. I appreciate it. I appreciate you guys coming by. We're going to be back in a few hours because we're all going to be working on some progression. Nice seeing you stream. Thanks. Yeah, thank you guys. I appreciate it. Thanks again, everybody who stopped by. Thanks for the follows. Thanks for the follow tunnel. Yeah, it's been a solid stream. I appreciate you guys coming by. We'll be back tonight. We'll get some level 120 content on.